Hello, I'm Andres, and I'm applying to the position of Master Trainer at Peace Corps Guatemala. Ever since I began my undergraduate degree in anthropology in 1997, I have had the opportunity to travel Guatemala, Mexico, and many other countries in Central America, and I have had the opportunity to work in different development projects and research projects. Many of those have involved using participatory action research and facilitation techniques. I am very fond of participatory action research because I believe that it has a very sound philosophical grounding in Paulo Freire and liberation, education for liberation. And he believes that education should be used for the liberation of those who are least privileged. He also taught us that education should be done in a horizontal manner where trainer and trainee are in equal standing and where they can each learn from each other. And this has been my experience all over these years, visiting, for example, first the Lacandones in Chiapas, and this is an incense burner that they use during their rituals. This group is the last polytheistic group in Mesoamerica, and I had the opportunity to participate in their ceremonies. This was very early in my career as an anthropologist. Many years later, I went to Rabinal, Baja Verapaz, and I had the opportunity to meet great artisans who worked traditional handcrafts just like this one. And my undergraduate thesis was precisely about how to adapt these practices and how to preserve traditional handcrafts and how to open new market opportunities for these small producers. Most recently, I worked in the Ministry of Economy in Guatemala, where we were helping out people in Petén who produced these beautiful dolls in the area of Huachatún. So I show you these objects not only to illustrate what I'm talking about, but also because I believe that education should be very hands-on. It should be experiential. Regarding my training, I would say that the most important course I've ever taken was with Fundación Propaz in conflict resolution. Fundación Propaz is an NGO dedicated to peace building in Guatemala ever since the signing of the peace accords, and that course motivated me to apply to a Chevening scholarship and eventually go to the University of Bradford in the United Kingdom, where I studied a master's degree in conflict resolution. I have also been a university level professor ever since 2005 at Universidad del Valle de Guatemala, Universidad de San Carlos de Guatemala, Universidad Rafael Landívar de Guatemala. I was a Fulbright visiting professor and researcher at the University of Denver for one semester. And my rich teaching experience has given me the unique opportunity to see how students can flourish after a little bit of knowledge. You give them a little bit of knowledge, you give them a little bit of motivation, and then they do the rest by themselves. On a more personal note, I would like to show you my home office setup. And in the background, you can see the picture of my wife, Tere, and my two beautiful daughters, Alicia, who's 6, and Matilda, who's 3. And if you can notice, I'm also a huge Star Wars geek. In short, I would love to join the team of Peace Corps Guatemala. I believe that I have the academic credentials, the technical skills, and the teaching experiences necessary for this post. But especially, I have a deep commitment for working in rural development for my country.